Hey, I've never played Aliens Fireteam Elite before. I'm excited to play this co-op. Check it out for the first time. I do like the Aliens franchise, and by the Aliens franchise, I mean Alien and Aliens. But Alien Isolation was outstanding, and this sounds like this is to Alien Isolation what Aliens is to Alien. I think that made sense. But when we tested it, though, like I had to skip the opening cutscene and do character creation in a blitz to get the online to work. And then it was really hard to delete my save so we could watch the opening cutscene and do character creation on stream. So what I'm going to do is do that now. We'll start the clock for that. And then once the cutscene is done and I'm loaded in, I'm going to pause the clock, go back to the go live screen, and we'll unpause once we've got the multiplayer up and running. Let's see. This all looks fine to me. Start new game. I will make a character this time, I suppose. Sure, why not? Actual eye color. Hairstyles. It's weird that they use, because I assume this game was designed specifically for consoles since it has like the Xbox crossplay. But it's interesting that you use this like reticle. Facial hair. I can't grow a beard? No, I guess I'll just take a beard. That's fine. Voices.
Charging the deck.
We got incoming. Anytime, anywhere.
Anytime, anywhere.
I appreciate that you can pick any of the voices regardless, and I like that archetype is feminine or masculine, right? That's cool.
Stay frosty. Semper Fi. Stay frosty.
All right, create characters. Sounds good.
My parents were scientists. They taught me biology is war. To win, a species must endure, reproduce, survive. The foes we're about to face evolved to win at all costs. They don't care about their losses, so long as they're the last ones standing. They're as cunning, adaptable, and tenacious as any Marine. But they lack our purpose, our conscience, and our mercy. 40th Marine Expeditionary Unit.
Also, they like
This
impregnate your
fight is
face
not
and then
a
burst out of your
simple
chest.
Know our enemy. Know your strengths. Work together and live to fight another day. Colonel Ship, signing off.
Right on. I like the immediate androids. That's cool. Okay, now I'm going to pause the clock and the recording while we get the multiplayer set up. I'll play some music for you in the meantime. See you soon. Okay, we've got a team together. I'm going to start the live split timer here. Six Gun, can I just walk around and talk to people and stuff, or?
Yeah, walk around, talk to the people with exclamation points.
Okay, cool. Can comically roll forward constantly. That's always
Shake the
treat.
cryo freeze off, Marine. We got woke by a distress call. A Dr. Tim Honecker sent a mayday from an orbital refinery. Situation ain't clear, but on the outer rim, there's always a chance of xenomorphs.
I'm kind of impressed that the game just like throws you into it instantly. Like,
Board the station, find Honecker, and extract him. Staff Sergeant Herrera will be the voice in your ear. She'll guide you, warn you of enemy movements, and provide support.
turn up a little bit, thanks. Okay, quest get,
Shake
I
the
think.
cryo freeze off, Marine. Might want.
Hey, we didn't
you
get a
weren't done
chance to
talking to
brief
him.
earlier. Short version, while you're on the tip of the spear, I'll be in the dropship with LTCO running Overwatch and eating my abuela's cookies. You listen to what I say, I'll get your ass out in the smallest possible number of
Turn the
pieces.
game audio down a
You
little
can
bit
have
so it's
listen.
easier to hear
Got
y'all.
any questions? Now's the time.
What kind of ship is
Did
this?
the pendejos at the recruit depot give you any briefing? Or they just kick your ass into cryo and call it a day? The Endeavor's a Tianjin-class assault ship, cutting edge of the United Americas fleet. Built at Welch's Station, commissioned in 2194. Remember the old Conestoga attack transports from the 70s? Well, we're about 3 times the size. More self-sufficient, more amenities, bigger guns.
You won't deploy with
Hell
us?
no, I'll be in the platoon TAC Ops Center running shit by remote. Better me than some butterbark o me mierda fresh out of OCS, huh? Usually I'm in a dropship on Overwatch. When we ain't got air superiority, I'm dirt side in an APC. When things have really gone to shit, I'll be in a foxhole brushing dirt off a laptop with one hand and shooting with the other. Point is, I run ranged sensors and tech support for you. For anything I can't handle, I call Esther.
I'm amused that the game is willing to throw you right into it and then immediately have like a pretty big like character moment for an NPC. All right, who's Esther?
Synthetic, an android. She's a medical corpsman, science advisor, electronic warfare tech, and MFLC. That's a military and family life counselor. Fancy way to say she listens if you got issues. While we're in the freezers for long trips, Esther and Endeavor's mother computer keep the ship running.
Oh no,
She
not
doesn't
mother.
normally deploy, but we get her on the radio to solve problems.
Sounds
You and
good.
me both. Let's do this.
Let's do this. Priority 1. Ingress. Launch mission. Difficulty standard is probably fine.
Yeah, we want to start on standard.
Okay.
I'm bringing my big guns because, I don't know how bad it's going to be.
How does progression work in this game? Is there like XP? Is it based on your guns? Like,
It is both. Sorry, I
Okay.
just had to mute because I had Twitch and Discord open. So now I'm only hearing you through one source.
That seems helpful.
yeah.
So you get XP for your classes and for your guns, and then you also get a couple of different kinds of resources that allow you to buy stuff. Like if you look at me, I've got attachments on my gun that I've purchased, and I'm a higher level than you. So
I see.
if I join the queue that you just started.
Fireteam, this is a rescue
All right, and you can also
mission.
change your
Reporting
class, it looks
Katanga,
like.
derelict orbital
Yeah, but you guys should
refinery.
both start as this class.
Ingress
It is
via
the
the
most
forward
straightforward.
You'll
Okay.
locate, secure, and evac Dr. Tim
You've got 2
Honecker,
guns
a Weyland-Yutani scientist.
and 2 abilities.
up,
Abilities
people.
are on the bumpers. X, blue X, left on the 4 buttons
Left
is
face
reload.
button.
Left face button is reload. Top face button is switch weapons. Pull the left trigger to aim down sights. Shoot with the right trigger. 2 abilities are the left and right bumpers. And those are the most important things. And B is roll, A is is contextual.
Right on. Sure, we'll mess around and figure it out. It sounds cool. I like this idea of the challenge cards that you unlock to make things harder.
Oh, I'm going to be dropping a bunch of stuff on you guys later. It's going to be fun.
Be the class where you shoot at things. I think this is a mechanics game, not a voice acting game, Propagable. Does that make sense?
Well, on this loading screen, I can just move my Windows cursor with the joystick. What?
Yeah, I don't know why. It lets you move your cursor around a hell of a lot more than it ever needs to.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's not even like the game cursor. It's just the Windows one.
See, on Xbox, it's the game cursor.
Yeah.
It's very strange. These load.
Yeah, the loading screens in this game take a long time. It's a game that takes a long time to load, always.
We got a ping on Dr. Honecker's personal data transmitter. He's not far in. First, we need a deck plan. Pull one off a terminal and chlorine extraction.
Oh, we picked standard, not easy. We'll be fine. Sorry, I thought standard.
Gamers.
I thought standard was easy.
We're all pro gamers. It's
It's
fine.
fine. It's fine.
So the main thing that means is you can only go down 4 times. You don't have infinite revives. Oh, also really important. This is Aliens. In the bottom right-hand corner, you have a motion tracker. Use it.
Can do.
Backup generator is beyond Honecker's ping. We can kick it after we grab him. Our men should be in the junction ahead. Honecker, this is the Colonial Marines. You hearing me?
Spooky.
Acid damage. Not encouraging. Continue your sweep.
Oh, I like the sound effect for the gun. That's cool.
It's the movie sound effect.
Yeah.
He should be right here.
Hey, check this.
I like how they've made this not horror too.
Oh,
Same
we
as
want to go
Alien.
to Poison. Go to him. Go to him. Go to him. He triggered the wave before I.
Don't lock up. Way more than I expected.
I like that they have the little, like, I feel like the yellow outlines on them is what makes this an action game and not a horror game, right? So you can always see your enemies.
Well, that goes away on higher difficulties.
Oh, cool.
This is so fucked.
It's fine. So many xenomorphs.
I didn't expect so many.
Come this way. Follow me.
Hey, on the deck, Honeker's PDT chip. He cut it out. But why?
Everyone get this intel?
Sure. Yeah, that's cool. So you do more damage the longer you're holding the fire button down. The gunner, at least?
I think it's the more hits you make.
That's cool.
Yes. Whereas I'm the medic. I'm different. My abilities recharge faster if I'm close to you guys.
No, that's neat.
Which is to say, we should not split up. Oh, Mars, you went all the way back to the beginning. It looks like.
Just trying to follow the objective marker here. Looks like it doesn't dynamically update based on...
It does not.
It doesn't waypoint for you.
Nope. You got to figure that out yourself, Marine.
Door's welded shut. Sloppy work. Guess Honecker went this way.
Press and hold. It's the era of gaming that we're in. Very good.
Listen.
Hello. Oh, there are new different kinds. That's cute. It's a red xenomorph.
Standard xenomorphs appear as white on their bars and on the motion detector. Specials are blue, and elites are orange.
Honecker. Searching this whole barge would take too long. Movement. Tell you my idea later.
One of you take left, one of you take right.
Whoops. What's my L1 ability? Left bumper ability?
Overclock, that increases rate of fire.
Okay.
You have a grenade and you've got overclock.
Check this out.
Y switches weapons? Okay.
Y switches weapons.
Spitter, okay. So this is kind of like a Left 4 Dead almost, but with aliens, right?
Yep.
Gotcha, that's kind of cool.
Alright, so I have just popped out a medical station. If you stand near it, you will heal.
I found a data access point, but it's further in.
You only use that out of combat, or?
No, I'm going to use it in other places too. It was just a convenient time to top you guys up a little. All right, so we've got a alert thing here, but what we should do is we should check the sides here because there might be a loot box. There's one loot box per level, and so we should check because it gets you.
Okay.
Stuff.
So maybe more like Vermintide, I suppose, which is also like Left 4
Yeah.
Dead. Gotcha.
Exactly.
That's
So
cool. I
it-
was kind of expecting just sort of a straight campaign, but it's really, you wouldn't want to play this solo. It sounds like the fun part is playing it as a group.
Yeah, the fun part is definitely playing it as a group. You really can't solo it past a certain point in the campaign because if you play it by yourself, it'll give you synthetic allies.
Sure. They're not
but
great.
but they're not great. They don't have special abilities. They're just basic. Okay, so the box isn't here. But we've looked on all of those platforms with all the working Joes, and it looks like there's some guys coming from behind. Oop, and from the front. Yeah, be careful about those ambushes.
The mini game for those is quite
Run
nice.
into an acid-spitting war. Where did these come from?
Everything's fine. So do you have a limited amount of health that you're able to distribute from your healing vial or whatever?
Yeah, I do. I've used about almost a third of it, but I get more when anybody in the team picks up a medical kit. So medical kits are consumable healing that heal a specific amount.
I see.
So we want to use my thing before we use medical kits.
Gotcha.
All right. So all right, so do not hit the objective thing up ahead.
Because you're looking for a chest that has loot in it?
Yeah. I'm looking for, yeah, so over here you'll see there's a chest that has loot in it.
And we all
there's some
just
more-
get that, I guess?
Look at this.
Yeah, we all pick it up individually.
Gotcha.
So we each have to go over and pick it up in order to get it.
I see. So it's an instance chest for each of us.
Yeah. So do make sure you pick it up, and then also get the intel that's over
Semper Fi.
there. Oop. Yep.
Good.
So
so
the intel will get you lore drops when we get back to base.
I see.
People will talk to you about the intel. There is an unreasonable amount of really good setting lore in this game.
That's cool. I'm
Right,
guessing
so-
that the higher difficulty levels turn off the Grand Theft Auto snap aim.
Yes. Yeah,
Okay.
yes.
I probably shouldn't get used to it.
They'll catch it.
So don't
Ready
turn
for
that
a
on
fight
yet,
when you switch on?
because that's gonna start a set piece fight. So what we want to do is we want to prepare first. So the orange box is ammo, which you've already learned. The little 3 boxes are spare medkits, which we haven't used in yet. And then this over here is a box of consumable stuff. So it's probably a sentry gun.
Like
What-
sentry gun.
Yeah, so you use right on the D-pad to select your consumables, and then to activate your consumable selection, and then you pick a consumable, and it'll allow you to place it. So one of you should place your sentry gun on the left, and the other one should place it on the right.
Sentry gun ready. Port station ready. Sentry deployed.
All right. So yeah, somewhere over here. Okay, yeah, great. So now, when we do this, things are going to come from the left and from the right. So one of you guys should look left, the other guy should look right, and I'll be a floater. Sounds good?
Sure.
All right.
This thing's been
Do they
out of
not
a
come
long
from the
while.
doors
It's
behind
gonna
us
take
in
time
sequences
to-
like this?
Movement.
They do not come from the doors behind. They come from vents. They do not come from the doors behind us in this. But also at this point, with these particular enemies, you're going to be better off being mobile than being in cover.
I like the headshot sound effect. That's nice.
Dynamo just finished injecting lubricant.
It's a pretty solid. I think I'm enjoying this more than I've ever enjoyed Left 4 Dead. I never got far enough in Vermintide because it seemed like the progression was extremely slow. I expected you to play it for like hundreds of hours.
Big damn signal here.
All right, we got an elite coming from the right.
Just about to kick power to the mains.
The elite is gone. Good use of the overclock there by whoever dropped it.
Can I continuously refill ammo from that box back there?
Yes, you can repeatedly go get it.
Okay.
All right. So now we're safe for a moment. So what we should do is, or well,
how do we use medkits?
Now we should use medkits, exactly. Because I'm at 1638 of 3000. So also because I'm the medic, I heal you more with my medkit than you do using your own medkit. So I'm going to heal you, Mars. Okay?
Okay.
All right, very good. Now I'm going to pick up a new medkit. And I'm going to heal myself for a total of 28 health. And now pick up another medkit. And now my medic ability is all the way full again.
Cool.
So again, be careful sprinting into new areas lest you get ambushed.
Are you like more likely to be able to avoid it if you dodge?
Yes.
Or if you move slowly, I mean?
You're more likely to be able to hear and or see the ambush drone. They make a sound. You can hear them.
Brewing. Break out the heavy shit. This is gonna get spicy.
I thought I had him. Thank you. Was that a special one?
If he was blue, then yes, that's a special.
So that particular guy likes to like track down a single person and like lock them down so that someone else has to shoot him off them, right?
Yep.
Is that one called the... No, not the Spitter. I'm trying to remember the names of the equivalents from Left 4 Dead. There was the Boomer.
Sure. The Hunter's the one that like pounces.
That's right.
But like a lot of them do the like isolate and pin you down thing, like the Smoker and the Charger.
Curious to see what is a xenomorph tank.
The data access I mentioned is just ahead. We'll see if Honecker's left any tracks.
What did the xenomorph like impregnate to make a xenomorph tank?
The logs. She's our battalion synthetic.
Ambush.
Hello, Marines. It is a pleasure to work with you.
So you're talking about the vent falling from the ceiling?
Not only that, but the call out that said listen, that meant that there was probably a prowler nearby because you can actually hear the guys waiting around corners.
Okay, so there's like custom barks for specific kinds of elites, which I think is also a Left 4 Dead thing. Okay.
Yes, there are. As well as just, you know, the ambush in waiting makes its own sound.
Does this also have a director thing where like the map is summoning xenomorphs somewhat dynamically? It would be different if we did the same mission again.
It would be different. I don't think it's as dynamic as I don't think it's a full director. I just think it's, you know, a randomizer of like sometimes you go left, sometimes you go right, you know?
Sure.
That kind of thing.
Gotcha. Thank you for the heal.
Rearming.
All right, so there is also
Oh, did they change that later, Erm? Okay. Yeah, my experience with Vermintide pretty early on was that, like, the progression was very minor, and, like, you would play it for, like, 6 hours and get 1/5 of an upgrade, and I was like, oh my god. I just want loot.
Alright, so that is the third of 3 intel drops in this mission.
So there's always 3 intel drops, 1 loot box, and...
Yep.
Okay.
Let's bypass this.
I feel like xenomorphs are... They should, like, be best friends with HVAC installation people. Could they even exist in an ecosystem that didn't include vents?
No comment?
Like, hello. Could you try to, like, xenomorph proof your vents? This seems to be a society where we're used to these things now. They're no longer...
Yeah.
Accessing. Thank you.
particularly novel. Oh, okay. That's a boomer? Okay.
Yep. Also, all xenomorphs have acid blood and will damage you if you walk over them before the acid dissolves. The boomers have more.
Do they have, like, an in-universe lore reason for why we have Left 4 Dead elites in this?
I mean, yes. I mean, the in-universe thing comes from aliens. The physiology of a xenomorph depends on the creature.
What they birthed out of, yeah. That's what I was saying about tanks. I'm curious, like, are we gonna meet the original creatures?
Original creatures, that is unknown. I will tell you that.
As soon as we go to a difficulty level that doesn't have Rockstar auto-aim, I'm going to be real bad at this game.
I think we're probably more likely to just progress through the campaign on this difficulty than increase to a different difficulty, you know what I mean?
Sure.
You really need to complete the campaign on one to do the next.
Oh, like it won't let you select the higher one?
I think you can select the higher one, but you can't select the 2 higher one right now.
I see.
And I know you definitely can't do the 3 higher one right now. Alright, top up your bullets.
2 weeks ago, the mainframe on Deck 41 was accessed, I believe by Dr. Honecker.
Marines, head to the core lift. Big freight elevator goes all the way up the main tower.
I love the idea of a universe where xenomorphs are just mundane. Like, yeah, it's fine.
When we reach Honecker, we're gonna have to ID by his blood or by his teeth. I got a pool ready.
You're right that this is to alien isolation as aliens is to alien.
You know?
It seems like it's a pretty good delivery on that kind of fantasy.
You know, every so often I get one right.
Somebody actually paid for safety rails. Got some big internal leaks. Never a good sign in space.
And I got some androids that have red reticles when I target them, so I'm sure that's a good sign. Oh, shit.
Nearly there. You still good, Marines?
I like the way Alien Isolation made the androids pretty scary.
I'm gonna kill him.
Thank you.
That's the lift. Entrance on the far side.
Yeah, that damage combo system says a lot about how this game wants you to play it. It's cool.
Same deal as the generator. Expect little friends to pop out all over when this turns on. Elevator 17 decks up. It'll take a while to show.
This game seems like it pretty much demands headphones or stereo sound.
It really helps.
Grabbing ready. Patching up. Nice. An 8K. You'll be fine. All right. 8K.
All right.
So do these crates also have?
Yep. Consumables. Marstead, stop moving. Oh, nope, get out of the healing, get out of the healing. I want to heal you with a med kit.
Oh, I have like missing like 9 health there. Okay.
I know, but
you need to be able to pick one up. Okay, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, I needed to be able to pick one up.
Gotcha.
Now, to be fair, like gear consumables doesn't transfer mission to mission, so it's not a huge deal at this point. But now my medical thing
Your
in the
thing
middle
is maxed out. Yeah,
is almost fully charged. All right, so once again, we want to put some out some turrets here.
Sentry gun ready.
All right. And so this is going to be similar to when we started the generator. It's going to be waves. They're going to come from different directions. This one's going to be longer. When we're done, when it's done, this elevator behind us will open. Get in the elevator. When the elevator is here, ignore everything else and get in the elevator.
Okay.
Killing extra guys does us no good. You get XP based on completing missions, not number of guys you kill. If you see a special, call it out. If you're reloading, let people know. Communication helps. Bursters coming from the right.
Watch the left.
If you see something, say something.
Also, listen to Herrera. Her callouts tell you things.
Upside. Spitter on the column.
Like the spitter back there, I see.
Spitter is down. I've got the right. Right is clear. Spitter in the middle.
2 spitters in the middle.
Drone. Dropping combat stems.
Just another minute. Got this.
Okay, so this is the actual xenomorph that they've been encountered in the movies. Gotcha.
Yes. Yeah, that's the big one.
Gotcha. These were born out of some kind of space goblin or kobold race, some kind of CR1 creature that dies in one hit.
Rats, mice, squirrels.
Nice. The space rats and mice had a bad time.
But there's a lot of them. Less than 10 seconds.
Into the elevator, haul ass, Marines! I still got that pool open. You figure we'll find Honecker in one piece or like a million?
So this is a future where, like, the xenomorphs got really, really badly out of control.
Yes.
If they've like birthed out of every squirrel and rat. Got it. Okay. Compact flash.
Well, you know, on this particular refinery station.
I love that I got googly eyes for my gun. That's one of my first pieces of loot. So continue campaign is fine.
Looks like he's been searching for a safe place
let's
to hide
actually
from
return
all
to base.
the Xenos aboard. Our mission hasn't changed. Find him, get him out alive.
Okay, so if I go into loadout now, and I wanted to put my new googly eyes on my gun.
You could also consider changing to a different class.
I might. What do you think in this name?
What other classes? Let's see.
So once I get an unlock, such as the muzzle, I can use it on both of my guns. It's not like it's a thing that I've unlocked now that I can add to things.
Yes. So each unlock has a specific category of size and location. You can put it on any weapon that takes that size and location.
I see.
Small, medium, large, muzzle, magazine, scope, a couple of other things.
I feel like I'm using a controller here, and there's some weird drift on the screen with the on-screen cursor. Maybe it's like trying to select things for me?
No, it's just the way the thing works.
Weird, okay. So technicians, like an engineer, more turrets, presumably.
Yeah, technicians drop their own turrets that have cooldowns instead of ammo counts. Demolishers have a smart gun from the movie, the auto aim gun, even better auto aim, and like explosive stuff. Doc is what I am. It's the medic. Phalanx is has a big riot shield. Recon has ammo and a thing that highlights guys. And then I haven't used the Lancer at all because the Lancer has been new since I last played.
Is Recon like a DLC thing or an unlockable?
Yeah. Recon and Lancer, Phalanx, Recon, Lancer are from subsequent seasons. You know,
I see.
Like, so seasons 1, 2, and 3 were Phalanx, Recon, Lancer. So, yeah.
Probably just stay on Gunner for now. I might try out a different one later. Seems reasonable.
Sorry, I didn't catch that part.
Yeah, you broke up. What'd you say?
I'll give Phalanx a try. Why
Cool.
not?
Yeah, tank sounds fun.
What'd you find? Colonial indenture contract. Oh, those are fun. From Seeksum, dated 2175.
So,
people in
now
the
you
Corps
should
wanna
see
move out to the colonies,
some
right? Maybe there ain't jobs. Maybe they're dreamers. So they signed with a
exclamation
megacorp.
points out and about for
Company
the
pays
loot
for
you picked up.
passage, then they work for X years.
Or sorry, the intel you
That's how
picked up.
people get
If you
stuck
want to
out
talk
here.
to people about that
Most
stuff.
end up in the Outer Rim.
Yep, I'm talking to
Places
somebody
settled
now.
enough to vote, have schools and mail, and regular cargo and passenger shipping.
There's also
Some get
3
sent to the
pieces of
frontier.
intel that are actually
Everything
in
between
this
the Outer
lobby.
Rim and
I'll go
wherever the
stand
furthest
next to them
surveyor is.
in sequence.
Those are
as
just
well.
outposts, rough and ugly, terraformers, mine shafts, and prefab shacks. These days, the Outer Rim's 100 light years from Earth, give or take. Last 20 years, the companies have set stakes farther and farther out.
Is this game alien canon to the extent that that means anything?
It seems to be.
Right on. That's cool. Yeah, I feel like you need more like game devs to come and take control of these IPs. Ridley Scott comes in and does Prometheus, and you're like, oh my god, we don't need to know who the space jockey is. Like,
Marine, I heard you got scans of a facehugger. Let me see. A well-preserved specimen. I'm going to pass this to Esther for analysis. We have a lot to learn about Xenomorph XX-121's life cycle. Ovomorphs, eggs, and the facehuggers that hatch from them are easy to contain and study.
Marstead, I'm behind you with another piece of intel.
Once the parasitic phase ends in a chest burster, it gets hard. Adult forms are hostile. Acid blood melts autopsy equipment. Studies are complicated by the DNA reflex. The host parasitized by a xenomorph changes the morphology and behavior of the adult form.
I want to read about this. I get the sense that like facehugger and chestburster were like fandom terms. I don't think that either of those were used in, definitely not in Alien. I don't think in Aliens either.
Runner and prowler morphs breed from quadruped pack and herd animals, dogs, cattle.
Okay, here they're getting the explanation of where they come from.
They come from humans. That's why civilians mistake them for the real form of Xenos. In reality, we've got no idea what the original form of Xenomorph XX-121 was.
Original form was possessing a whale. Popping out of a whale.
I'm Ibrahim Savani, Colonial Marines Intelligence, Surveillance, and Recon Service. Yes, most Marines call us commissars. And no, we're not as bad as you've heard. Katanga has over 80 years of history.
Be right back. I'm gonna run and get a soda while you guys are talking to people.
Its owner, Seegson Company, reported the refinery was destroyed. Yet, here it floats, in a system controlled by Seegson's rival, Wayland Yutani.
That's a name I know.
Unclear. The ICC logged that Seegson scuttled it due to irreparable damage. There are no details on the cause or scope of that damage. You'd expect insurers to demand that. We compile information on threats to the United Americas and provide it to the Corps to act on. Our sources range from battlefield recon to cyber warfare. Some believe we have spies everywhere, but that's simply not true. If everyone worked for us, who would we spy on? That was a joke. we joke sometimes. In the previous century, they were a moderately large interstellar corporation. They even had aspirations of competing with Wayland Yutani. Seegson invested heavily in space facilities. In 2174, they purchased Katanga from its previous owner. The refinery was refit and towed to the mid-brim. Katanga was originally constructed 82 years ago by Kinshasa Entreprise d'État Minière, the state mining enterprise of the DR Congo. In 2170, Kinetat fell under sanction by the United Americas Assembly. They had sold resources to the revolutionary forces during the Haiti's revolts. To survive the financial losses, they auctioned off their space assets. That's when Seegson purchased Katanga.
It makes sense to say space assets, but it still makes me laugh.
Up with Central. If we learn something you need to know, you'll be informed.
Ongoing joke we'll do when we're watching Star Trek on the weekend is a pen space, like it's a space blanket, it's a space towel. Yeah, they deal in space assets.
Wait.
Haven't heard anyone say duty yet. Yo.
You got a scan of Katanga's black box? Nice. Look at that thing. It's what, 80 years old? These big refineries were supposed to be the future. Park them in orbit, fill them up, then tow them home while it all gets processed en route. They were made to mine metallic asteroids. Let me scan the logs real quick. In the early 70s, Seegson refit Katanga to crack ice. They'd haul a berg into the top of the Kasi Tower, and the works ground it down into water and byproducts. All that got piped over to Boshu Tower, the water got purified, and they split it into hydrogen and oxygen. You get life support and ship propellant. Huh. Entries stop in 2177. The last ones are about receiving evacuees and then some kind of exterior override. Weird.
Something I liked about the original Alien is that there's a lot of space fiction that focuses around like the space military, and the original Alien was kind of cool because it was like a bunch of truck drivers in space.
Yeah.
And then, of course, we started focusing on the military, but it seems like this game has a lot of the lore is talking about, like, the industrial, like, shitty corporate side of things, even though we're in the military.
Yeah, this game definitely
Here's a speech.
remains
Pay
true
attention.
to the
I'm in the middle of 6
series'
annoying
sort of
things,
working
and
class
neither of us want
perspective
you to
on the
become number
future.
7.
Right.
When you boarded, you got 4 basic field kits. Solid armat equipment, no frills. Enough to do your job.
Which I really like.
You got setups for rifle, heavy weapons, tech, and medical. Based on the missions you complete, you get assigned requisition credits. You come to me, ask for the
All right,
equipment.
I get
you
XP.
got the credits, I fabricate it for you.
Special currency.
You can requisition new weapons, or attachment for weapons, or consumables. Special ammunition, sentry guns, mines, whatever. I let Marines pick their own gear. You deploy with the wrong shit, you're
Yeah,
the one
so
who
you
bites
get-
it, not me. Talk to your fire team. Work out who's doing what.
Rep
You're in the
script,
field,
which
boot.
is used to purchase
When you get back to
cosmetics,
port, hit the
and
commissary or
requisition, which is
exchange.
used to purchase guns and
That's my official answer.
uh,
Between you,
attachments.
me, and the
I recommend buying attachments if you can afford
I
them,
also got a special
because they
inventory.
just straight up give you
to
stuff
personalize your
that
gear.
improve your guns.
I don't take requisition credits for that. We got an unofficial system. Anybody asks, just say you tactically acquired it.
I like that those are separate
So long as the rep's
currencies.
good, I think we can come to an arrangement.
You should also, so it should indicate, but if you're buying something, make sure it works on the, it should say that it works on the gun you currently have equipped, and it should sort the things at the top to be stuff that are compatible with your equipped gear.
Gotcha. I'm looking at the fashion aliens options right now.
Okay. Yeah, that's the other stuff.
I was gonna say this would be silly, but I don't think it is. Like, I feel like a character would absolutely wear a Santa hat in an aliens movie.
Yeah, I'm sure somebody would.
Just custom emotes.
Mm-hmm.
Face palm.
I have rock and scissors. I do not have paper.
If I didn't keep the ship's stores balanced and we tried
It's
to go
funny
out
that you
to
get those
Ellie Moore
separately.
movie, all requisitions come with free cornbread.
Now we can know how to
And
beat
Nasty
you.
Wild in the back.
Yeah.
Nobody eats that.
Exactly. Nothing beats rock. Yeah, I can't afford anything right now, so maybe after the next mission.
Yeah, you probably can't afford anything cosmetic. You might be able to afford an attachment. I don't know.
I have 800 whatever, and it's 1400. It looks like.
Okay, yeah. All right, so let's do the next mission on standard. I'll stay as the medic. I brought some slightly less good guns, but they should be fine.
I just want to review the bullet points on intense for a second. Hold on.
Yep.
Enemies are not highlighted. Guns deal light damage to teammates. Okay. Enemy grapples are hard to escape. Acid is deadlier. 2 more damage. There's less time to revive. Only allows 3 revives. Less ammo. Synthetic teammates are not recommended. Okay. So it's mission 2, priority 1, rescue.
Yep.
Honecker is somewhere up on Katanga's main.
Oh, I see. So if you weren't playing this in a preset group, it would just auto matchmake you with other people. You'd have to go out of your way to play with synthetics.
Find him, get him out alive.
Oh, that's pretty cool. But to pay for it, our weapons become jammed occasionally. That's neat. So you just have you just get those sometimes as drops from missions, or do you have to buy them, or?
You get them as rewards for completing missions. You get them from finding the gear crate in missions, and also I had about 9,000 rep script that while you were finishing up the previous game, I spent on getting just stacks and stacks of cards.
Right on.
In the hopes of getting fun ones to drop on you.
They all have a downside, presumably?
No, there are some ones that are strictly good. You know, those are best saved for playing on Insane.
Right. If you fail the mission after burning it, it's gone, right?
Yes. And so we could each activate one. It's only going to use one of the three of ours. It'll never activate more than one at a time.
I see.
He's in a radio dead zone. Patch into the local network.
Shit, that was pretty quick. Oh, the gun jam. Yeah, okay. So does reloading clear a gun jam?
Yes, it does.
Okay. Like, why is my gun now? Oh, right. The thing I just read.
Honecker, you read?
Yeah, a lot clearer.
Everyone get this intel?
To get to me, you'll have to go through the network security room.
Hello. If you could use, like, xenomorphs for industrial purposes. Can you eat xenomorphs?
I locked down the deck. The override's in network security up in the ops center.
Guessing the acid blood gets in the way.
I mean, I'm sure someone might be interested in answering that question.
Was that you? I heard a lot of banging.
I have no knowledge about this whatsoever.
Wasn't nothing we can't handle, Doc. Just stay frosty.
It's kind of cool that you can hear your teammates' guns jamming. Is gun jamming exclusively a feature of a challenge card, or can it happen in higher difficulties by default?
I believe it's exclusively a challenge card.
I see.
I'm looking around for loot. I don't actually remember where they are on this level very well, but it doesn't look like they're around. Okay.
Basically, don't end the level until you get it, or do doors close behind you at points?
Doors close behind you. It's just a matter of make sure you check your corners.
Okay. And every crate in the game contains a different item for all of us, right?
Yep.
You see this?
Oops, I didn't mean to do that.
So I'm gonna put. We probably only need one sentry gun on here. If someone wants to place it like right there-ish, in front of that middle doorway.
Sure.
Put out a med thing, and we will start the fun. So there is forward, and they also come from the two sides.
Oh, I'm glad you're here. I can see you on my monitors now. Wait, xenomorphs, heading to you.
Let us handle it.
Bam.
Dang it.
I got two prowlers in the middle.
Lots of gun jams. It's a neat mechanic.
Left flank incoming.
Left and right.
Yeah, boomer in the middle.
Thank you.
What's the boomer actually called? I guess we could probably just call it a boomer.
I mean, it's called a burster. Nears makes
Burster.
no difference.
And away, right side.
Coming from the right.
God, I keep reloading and immediately jamming.
Yep. Gotten a fair amount of that myself.
Kobold xenomorphs.
Wow. Our fight's in and Paula Station went very differently. Sorry. Have you seen a gray striped xenomorph?
Striped? No.
Stripey.
Have you been down to the surface? Did you make any arrests?
We can't discuss operations on an open channel, Doc.
Okay, those are unrelated.
Right.
Have you seen a striped xenomorph, and have you arrested any people? Not picture like a xenomorph getting handcuffs put on.
Perp walk. Yeah.
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 You gotta like push its long ass head to fit in the back of the cop car. Okay, yeah, this game's really cool. I dig it. I've played several Left 4 Dead-like games. I haven't played. Was it Back 4 Blood is the one that's popular now?
Yeah, that one came out recently. It came out a little bit sort of at the same time as this, and I actually I played both of them. I prefer this one.
For me, it's all about the progression mechanics. Like the game feel can be amazing, but the reason I would keep playing it for many hours would be to get a bunch of cool loot. This seems to be balanced pretty well towards that.
So the other thing that's really cool about there's the gun progression system, which is neat, and then there's the class progression system, which
is tracked separately for each class, or
which is yes, XP is tracked separately for each class, and you get abilities for each class that have a geographic size, like the inventories from Resident Evil.
Oh, that's cool.
And then you have a board for each class that gets larger as you level up that specific class, with which to put on abilities and modifiers that you have to geographically put adjacent to the skills you want to modify.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I like the whole separate progression for each class, because that means if you're playing with new people, you can play on a lower level character and not just be too powerful.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm playing on a class that I have maxed out, but like, if you guys, if we were to play a little bit more, I would probably switch to either Gunner or Recon, the other two classes that I don't main, but those are my two alts.
Makes sense. Yeah.
Because I main medic.
Sorry, my gun is jammed. Okay, I got you.
Yeah, mine jammed too. While that was bad. Part of the reason I stayed medic was like that thing gives a lot of XP. I bet jams are frequent. I'm gonna stay as the medic when I do this to them.
Exploding Xenos. That just beats everything.
Well, they still died to bullets.
Game over, man.
Marines, cut the door.
One jam every 7 bullets.
Got a mechanical failure in the door.
Also, Game Over Man is a challenge card.
Nice, behind us. Lots of them behind us.
Damn it, jammed again.
That's a cool little challenge. Suddenly have 4 boomers behind you.
If you can kill a boomer next to a boomer, they will explode each other.
Oh, that's cool. All right, Lance Henriksen. There's a lot of Lance
Looks like we got
Henriksens.
more guys coming from behind.
A couple boomers.
Switching.
Oh, hello.
I also do like how it's the year like 2184, and Marstead is using a shotgun that was invented in 1974.
It's a good shotgun.
It is.
Don't fix what ain't broke. I did enjoy that about Alien as well, that it wasn't like laser guns, or it was like mining equipment and...
Yeah. Like, there's some of that stuff in this game.
I'm sure there is. Eventually it would make sense, but...
But all of that stuff is like, you know, trade-offs and experimental shit. Like, all of the guns in this game have, like, 1,000-word lore dumps for each of them. It's ridiculous.
Toss the wheel in a side room. Sorry.
Still haven't found the loot box, huh?
It's usually in one of these 3 rooms.
Let me see.
I found the loot box. I found the loot box and the valve part.
Yep, that's it. Just attach it to the valve in the pump room.
Anyone need gear?
Spray gray, static grid, flash hider. Does flash hider matter? Like, the enemies aggro you based on seeing your muzzle flash?
The xenomorphs don't.
Okay, cool.
Alright, I'm gonna crank the valve.
Yeah.
You guys cover me.
Okay.
Behind you!
Pick up some ammo and prepare to run.
So much for ammo.
Great. Now your lungs won't freeze on the way in. In theory.
It's already getting red hot in there.
Just run through this.
Yeah, sorry, I was trying to get ammo, but there was acid on top of it. I love that you can hear everyone's jamming sounds. That's really good. Oh, I'm very jammed right now. Good lord.
I'm covering you guys. Keep running.
Wait, I hear banging in the ducts.
Okay, follow me. Run past these guys to the left. We're running down a corridor.
Is this just like your familiarity with the stage?
Yeah, this is just me knowing where the good place to take cover is. 'Cause this gives us a nice choke point.
I actually really like the jamming, like...
Yeah, I kind of like, I kind of think it should be a thing in the, maybe not
in the base game,
rate.
at a higher...
Yeah, it shouldn't be at this rate all the time, but it should be in the game all the time.
In the game, at least on the difficulty above this one, I would think. Maybe like half as frequent as this, and maybe some rules where it can't jam immediately after it jammed, because that's a little frustrating when that happens, but...
Yeah, I think it should be like a logarithmic scale, you know what I mean?
Sure.
Or whatever the right term is for increasing more over, like, sorry, geometric. It should be geometric. The longer you go without a jam, the more likely you should be to get a jam.
Basically, do it the way that they handle Tetris pieces. Alright. But it's funny when I just hear all of us having jam noises at the same time. That's pretty great.
Yeah.
It's just, there's one Xeno that... I keep seeing it. I think... Maybe I'm just... I don't know. I haven't slept.
The idea of the special Xeno. Oh god, I keep reloading and hitting jams.
All right, this is another set piece. And my medical kit is just about out, so I'm not going to deploy it. So, there is some intel here. Oop, intel there.
Over here.
And the enemies come from this giant industrial room down the stairs here. So we want to stay up here. This is our safe space. Well, you know, relatively speaking. And they're going to come from in front of us and to the left of us. Sound good?
Sure.
Sentries or
sorry, what?
sentries or?
If you think you've got them to spare,
I mean, I only have one.
then I think we'll probably be all right.
You say they don't last between missions, or?
So the consumables, if you don't use the consumables, you will get them and you can use them on subsequent missions.
I see.
It is the fact that med kits don't go between missions, ammunition doesn't go between missions.
I see. Because I got like a purple sentry gun, so I don't know if I want to use that on an early mission like this.
You probably want to save it for the end of this mission. All right. Here we go.
Disengaged. Great. You're good to go for... Oh, you're about to get eaten!
The sound design in this is great too. They make that jam noise like it's like several decibels louder than everything else.
No, it's not louder than my hand cannon. At least on my TV. I also have a ridiculous attachment on my pistol that reloads 10% of the magazine when I kill something. It's only got an 18 round magazine, and it headshots kill things instantly. So I can get infinite mag. All right, we got an elite.
Monica.
That one knows me. Follow me.
Trying to think of like horror movie franchises that have done a sequel where they've let shit get this out of control.
It came up here with us. We didn't know until the woman the one it came out of.
HP.
Her name was Monica.
Yeah, we need to save. This name's not doing great here. Did you use your med kit already? Up on the D-pad.
I will. Yep, I got him. Oop, you're reviving him. Okay. Yes, I will use my med kit on him when we are not shooting guys in just a second.
Yeah, I don't know why you're almost not coming through. You got like a input sensitivity thing in Discord. This name?
I don't know.
Yeah, I was not hearing you if you were talking.
Yeah,
I just heard HP, and I was like, oh god.
Yeah, I had literally 1 HP when I was saying that.
Awesome.
Rearming.
Yeah, I don't know what's with my Discord, whatever. Obviously now's not a good time to work on that, but...
Right. Voice activity or something.
Yeah, it hasn't been a problem so far, I guess, because I'm not talking much, so whatever.
Yeah, it's fine. We can hear you fine now.
I'll try to speak up, I guess.
I think that's all you need to do, yeah.
Yeah.
For it to make it through the threshold or whatever.
Yep.
Gremlins 2, yeah, Gremlins 2 rules because it's like making fun of the idea of gremlins. Working on it. I'm jammed. I feel like if you try to shoot a prowler while it's on a teammate and your gun is jammed, your character should automatically shout, "This isn't my fault." Another purple drone, that's cool. What are the rarity tiers in this? Is it typical green, blue, purple, orange?
Yeah, there's no orange. It just goes to purple.
I loved Red Letter Media's pitch for Gremlins 3, Sir Cucumber, where they like take over the White House.
It's only supposed to be opened by company admins.
All right, Mars, let me heal you.
Sure. Thank you.
Xenos will be drawn by the noise.
And let me pick up another.
Whatever.
And I'm gonna heal me.
Be ready.
Just get one.
All right, and then I'm gonna drop the thing in the middle. And so now we want to use all of our consumables. So if you've got mines, you want to put them like very, very far out, like all the way, like back here. And you want to put some space between the mines so that they don't detonate each other.
Yeah, I've got 15 lines, so should I just go crazy?
Just go crazy. I've got 10 of them myself.
Mine is out.
I like that you do this prep stuff. That's cool.
That's why.
You accidentally shoot the mines and detonate them early, or is the only trigger when
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Oh, I guess I can't place them there. Place it there.
Mine is prepped.
Oh, but I can do it there. Okay, that'll work. All right, so we've got one gun there, one gun there. Okay, I can put a gun over here.
Sentry deployed.
All right. Let's do it.
Sure.
They come in 3 lanes, left, right, and center.
I hope you can. Good luck. They're coming.
It's Monica.
She's in the middle. Alright. So we're gonna get more waves, and she's gonna. We're gonna keep getting waves until we defeat Monica.
Makes sense.
She's back.
How dare you? Immediately hiding.
Yeah, as soon as they've got a threshold of damage at which
where they just hide.
The warriors try and flee.
Limited number. There's an expected number of phases, right? Can you do it in fewer cycles if you?
You can do it immediately. You just have to really DPS her.
That's cool. I hope we get more xenomorphs with interesting names. Antonio, the xenomorph.
So, you have a ship or something? I mean, I don't have a spacesuit.
Challenge complete. Neat. A random attachment seems pretty solid. So where do we see where we got the random attachment, or is that going to be as we progress through the rewards here? Lowest kills. Womp womp.
Kills for me.
I love the shame stat screen. The screen that's there for you to bully your teammates. You always get that in Gloomhaven. I've been playing a decent amount of Gloomhaven online, and
You
quests.
found an issue of Ion Seekson?
Indeed, although
Company hasn't published that for like
with
30
40 minutes, we
years.
probably
Century ago,
10 minutes
Seekson was
10
real
minutes to
big, one of the
do to muck
interstellar
around, and then 30 minutes to do the
They put their
final
money into deep space platforms,
final mission of priority
O'Neill
1 is
colonies,
probably
asteroid
about what we've got.
refineries, you name
Okay,
it.
sounds good.
Then Wayland Yutani made a bunch of breakthroughs in
So whatever the
terraforming.
next mission is will just be done after that.
Habitable got a lot cheaper
I
than
expect we'll
assembling
be
a
very
million
close to
tons
time at
orbital
that point.
steel.
Yes.
Okay.
By the 2140s,
I
Seekson
have
was
some room to
on
go a
their
little
way
bit
down.
over, so we can always
These
just
days, they make
credit
cheap
your bank or
knockoffs of
whatever.
other people's
Debit your
stuff,
bank.
Yeah.
like those working Joe
Yeah, I
suits.
mean, we'll
I
do
heard
whatever.
in
I
the
just sort of,
70s they
given
tried
how
to
long these
colonize
missions
some
tend to
planets
take, I
in
just
the
wanted
mid-rim.
to give you
Wonder
an
what happened with
approximate
that.
thing. There are actually challenge cards for completing missions in, play this challenge card, complete a mission in under 20 minutes. Play this challenge card, beat a mission in under 15 minutes,
But is that just like it only gives you the reward if you do that, or does it like the mission fails? Okay, gotcha.
Yep.
That's cool.
Yeah, there's similar stuff, complete a mission with nobody going down, other stuff like that as well.
The challenge cards seem like a pretty cool system.
Esther says my backroom stock is unhealthy. Anything not on the racks, I can pull out of cargo for.
Now I can afford attachments. Okay. Now weak point damage is like headshot damage, but not everything is weakened that's head, I suppose.
That is correct.
That sounds neat. So making enemies revealed causes that little icon to appear around them for everybody?
It highlights them in red instead of yellow.
For the teammates, whether they're aiming down sights or not, or...
I'm not sure. I'm not sure what attachment you're talking about.
Oh, the attachment is the tactical scope, and I'm just curious if the revealed status effect is everyone can now see a xenomorph, whether they're aiming down sights or not.
I think that's for everybody. I would. That's got a 25% zoom. No, that's just for you. Enemies are revealed for 5 seconds. Yeah, that's just for you. I would also caution against anything with zoom magnification at this point.
Sure. I'm just looking through to see like what's helpful for the team.
Yeah, like that's a lot. That's a lot of zoom. For the weapons you've got right now.
I don't even think I can equip it on these weapons. I think I can only do the top ones.
Yeah. Yeah, I think your weapons take large or small optics, not.
I'm not big on chatting up the customers. You'd be surprised how many spray artists we've got in the battalion.
All right, let me equip those real quick. So I got a magazine drop before. Precision brake, muzzle brake. Oh, I see. And there's a little XP bar on both of the weapons. Is that going up every time we attack with the weapon, or only when a mission clears?
XP is strictly from completing missions for both your classes and your weapons.
That's cool.
And even if you never fire that weapon on a mission, you always get XP for it.
Siegs and Company had neither the technical nor industrial expertise
It's just
to
for
compete.
the weapons you bring, not
Working
all of
Joes
your
were
weapons.
assembled from inexpensive commercial electronics. In a time when disguised synthetics were misused to monitor or discipline human employees, Siegson marketed with the slogan, "You always know a working Joe." Their crude appearance was a selling point among those fearful of synthetic infiltration.
It's a nice line. In a time when disguised synthetics were misused to monitor or discipline human employees. I wonder when that happened. Did you get an emote there? This game isn't, it's clearly garbage, unplayable trash until I get the ability to floss and dab.
I was asked to summarize the Palace Station team developed weapons from Xenomorph XX121. In particular, they explored the effects of a mutagenic
what
agent.
are my options?
Xenomorphs
I
and
do
other
have-
test subjects were loosed by a containment breach. The majority of the staff perished. Unclear. Small amounts were delivered by the
yes.
company.
Let's
The science team was not told its origin.
I
They
do
refer to it
have,
as
let's see, I've got a
pathogen,
shuffle, I've got
as
stir the
biogenetics
pot.
is not Dr. Honecker's
Oh
specialty.
no, I do have paper.
He
I
is
picked up paper.
unable to provide
Great.
details. Should you
Oh,
wish to review,
this one's fun.
I will.
I'm gonna equip that.
Need to T-pose. What's the button for,
Left on the D-pad. Oh, sorry, no. Right. Hold right on the D-pad, and it brings up a thing where you can select it, and then you use the right stick, and then you hit A. It's a lot of button presses to do an emote. But in the words of Tony Montana, say hello to my little friend.
That's pretty great.
Let's see, and that.
I like the last mission's called The Only Way to Be Sure.
Yeah.
That should be the first mission, but then it'll be a very short game.
It'd be a very short game. All right, so whenever
Ready?
you guys are ready.
Sure.
You guys didn't rank up to rank 2, did you?
No.
I get like your phalanx.
Well, we found Honecker. Now we've got to get
Then
him
we should
safely
go
to
back
the
out,
Endeavor.
and you should look at
Lieutenant
your
Cole will
level
pro-
upgrades.
Is that just...
If you go to loadout, and it's the thing that says perks under your guns.
Okay.
And it says edit perk grid. So I don't know how much of a perk grid you've got at this point, but
Okay, I got... It doesn't look like I can do anything yet.
okay. I'm not sure how much you may or may not have, but yeah.
Yeah.
So the list on the right you can scroll through. There might be stuff at the bottom, but if you're only level 1, if you're still only rank 1 with Gunner, then you're not going to have anything there.
I see. And like you were saying, this is like Resident Evil 4. No, I'm just looking at it while you're showing it this name.
Yep. And so core things are abilities, and then if you were to right trigger, modifiers are things that modify abilities.
Gotcha.
And so as you can see, like those large blocks in the middle get unlocked at higher levels.
Makes sense.
All right. Well, let's extract Dr. Tim Honecker.
So is the main campaign 12 missions then?
Yes.
Okay. Cool. Hey, it's the mech thing. This always cracks me up in media. Like, I kind of got the sense that mech just happened to be a random piece of construction equipment in Aliens.
Lieutenant Ko will bring our dropship into one of the refinery hangars. Escort Honecker down to us for pickup. His safety's on you.
It's kind of like oh no, that wasn't just like some robes that Obi-Wan was wearing in the desert. That's the fucking uniform of the Jedi. I think it's impossible to avoid it, right? Like people see it like, oh yeah, cool, that's one of those little mech exosuits for construction work. Noir cam, oh cute.
So we can back out of this one if we want.
1.5x experience. That's kind of funny.
Yeah, I'm kind of like I spent all of my cosmetic script time, getting cards because I really wanted the one that turned it into Commodore 64 graphics, but I did not get it.
Oh, that sounds amazing. Try to get that for the next episode. That's cool. It has some like film grain and.
Yeah, there's a couple of different camera ones.
That's fun.
Doc, take a sidearm. Fireteam, Honecker don't have any VA suit. Get him to our dropship in one piece.
That is an interesting, like, I've seen so many games add these little filters for, like, a photo mode, and I'm like, I would never care about that in a million years, but making it an optional challenge card that gives you an experience boost is kind of a neat idea.
Yep. Well, as you can see, like, there's a lot of whiteout using this right now.
Whiteout. We can't see the color of the outline on the enemies. It's great. Like, I like that it actually has mechanical implications and isn't just silly, right? It's also silly, but it does make things harder.
Yeah, like, I wouldn't quite this is a relatively, high budget game that kind of went under the radar, and there's just. I really think there's a lot of ways in which they they did the Roger Rabbit animating the light bulb thing.
Sure.
They didn't have to go this hard. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I'm impressed with it. They probably could have made a cash grab Left 4 Dead clone, but it actually feels like I like a lot of the ideas in this better than Left 4 Dead.
Yeah.
I hope there's a card that puts like a little like clown nose on all the aliens.
Junction's clear.
Not that I'm aware of.
No, it's just.
I got no connection to those.
Oh, this is our NPC that we have to protect. Okay. Escort mission.
Yep. He's not terrible though.
Cool.
Down 8 flights. Subdeck 3A.
What a thrill. Stairs.
The Corlicks flooded the whole bottom of the station.
So not 8 flights down. Got it.
Bypass Mark 1, Mod 1. Head through waste processing.
I have a non-clinical PTSD from the gun jamming.
Yeah.
What are you doing? Okay. It's the first one down here. That's not how it's supposed to work.
You are our tank.
How effective is the phalanx at blocking damage? Like, I'm looking at that little riot shield, like, what is this, Rainbow Six? Like, these are xenomorphs.
I'm wondering that myself, actually, but I'm just rolling with it.
Yeah, it's not a class I would have recommended for a newbie.
Well, no, I saw the description, I'm like, oh, okay, it's gonna be like some, like, Gibraltar space shield shit. Like, no, that's just, like, A riot shield. A regular ass riot shield.
Yeah, I mean it's on its own articulating arm. It shares the articulating
nice.
arm thing that the smart gun has.
Okay.
But that's about it.
Do you at least like completely resist spitters or something?
Like, it's not like I'm getting hit a lot when I'm using it, because this is, you know...
Right. So pretty easy difficulty at the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind trying Intense next episode. Even for a mission.
Yeah. Well, especially like I think it'd be perfectly reasonable to perhaps try Intense maybe on the first mission that you guys are already seen. You know what I mean? It's definitely a game with the higher difficulties you want to have played those missions before.
Okay, so the baseline difficulty of each mission is going up, and the difficulty level stacks on top of that?
Yes.
I see.
Yes, the missions get more difficult over the course of the campaign.
So, like, in level 1 Intense might be the same as normal level 9 or something. Let's see. I feel like Phalanx probably gets a bunch of cool unlocks that makes them really good. They're late bloomer.
No power to the door. Hit the backup generator far into the room.
I do think it having a regular ass riot shield is pretty on brand for aliens, though. I like that. Prepare for battle. Prepare for trouble.
Rearming. Station ready.
So incendiary rounds, I guess if I hold I can look at it. It just reloads your current weapon and refills 25% of its max ammo. That's not super great.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of the rounds. Just I find them too cumbersome to actually try and deploy. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It doesn't look like I kept my leftover consumables from last mission, like the extra turret that I had left over.
Okay, so
you have to
so
equip
that's
those or something?
Yeah, you would have had to go into your inventory and equip those. So those still exist for you to use.
I'll have
later.
it for a future mission.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
All right, so I'm going to start the thing. Once again, they come in from 3 different areas: left, middle, right.
Protect the scientist.
You hear that? They're coming.
They sure are, Doc.
I really like the headshot sound in this. Like, I think that hit markers and crit markers are absolutely crucial for me to enjoy shooters at all.
Probably kill markers I've ever seen. It's a big act.
Yeah. Right. It's like yellow, 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 dead.
I see more. Left side.
I think it's pretty helpful, though, because especially if you're just dependent on the animation, it would be really annoying. You'd be throwing so much ammo into dead xenomorphs.
Well, and like, you know, there's a no HUD challenge card, and you get less HUD on higher difficulties. It's something that definitely like teaches you.
Yeah, right.
Because, like, you know, you see it on this difficulty, and you would learn to associate the headshot sound with it.
Right. So the sound sticks around, but the X would go away.
Yeah. Well, and then, like, if you notice, like, you know, there's this, I don't know what kind of, you know, music it's mimicking, but there's this, you know, sort of, you know, background thing that you get whenever you kill something as well. Like there's a you know,
Sting.
Yeah, there's a sting every time as well.
No, it's really good. That shit's really important to me.
Perhaps check the logs.
All right, let me heal some folks here.
We'll fix that up for you.
All right, and Marstead. Oh, I guess I'll self-administer to me, and then I'll pick up the next one. And I'll give that one to Marstead.
Thank you.
And now I'll pick up the last one, and my medic bot is all full again, so that's why we go through that rigmarole.
Makes sense.
Oh, does someone want to check this this suit here, or this robot next to me?
What is it?
So we have to download some door data from a synth in order to unlock doors.
Accessing.
So are you Bilbo Baggins or are you Lance Hendrickson? Oh, he's just a corpse. He's neither. Okay. Bilbo Baggins was the bad android in the first movie. Lance Hendrickson was a good android in the second movie. Spoilers for Alien and Aliens.
Yeah, spoilers from movies from 40 years ago.
Yeah. Oh my god. It is that old. The original Alien is, isn't it?
I think so.
This like 70s? Jesus Christ. It's terrifying.
Well, I mean, I think maybe early 80s. Yeah, I think Alien is early 80s. So 35 years-ish.
It's still terrifying.
Hacking the door.
I think Ian Holm, in addition to being Bilbo and the bad android, has played Napoleon like 10 times or something. Shit.
Well, I mean, those British guys, they do so many period dramas.
Hear that? Coming right for us!
I no longer have the excuse of my gun jamming. I just don't do enough DPS.
Damn it.
I like that this is a distinct genre of shooter.
Yeah. These co-op shooters.
Co-op with progression, special elites in the style of Left 4 Dead.
Like, this is honestly, like, this is what I want out of an MMO. You know?
Sure.
I don't want to have to travel places, get me there on a goddamn dropship. You know?
Oh, people, I've been talking about that for a while. The idea of like, can someone make an MMO where it's just fights? It's literally you just load into the mission and there's the boss and there's no like none of the cruft that usually goes with it. The grind.
Yeah. I mean, like there's still grind in this. You know, you level up your classes and and unlock stuff. And like,
but I think the grind in this is playing the game, right? The problem with MMOs is that the grind is questing, which is a completely like separate loop from from raiding.
Yeah.
It's like
this is just shooter raids all day.
Yeah. Final Fantasy 14, in order to do insane, crazily tuned raids, you have to do a visual novel for 200 hours. Makes perfect sense. I like that stuff sometimes, but I can also see, I feel like I'm surprised no one has made a raids only MMO.
Well, it's like, and you know, and this one, like you know, it's all shooter, except, you know, if you get all the intel and bother to talk to the people and get the unreasonable amount of canon lore of the Aliens universe.
That's what I was saying about it. I feel like more of these IPs should be trusted to game devs like this, because like I feel like they're just usually the folks making these are big fans of this series. So in fact, I'm guessing the reason there's so much lore in this is they just fucking love Aliens.
Yeah.
And want to make it not suck, you know.
Yeah. Like, you start reading about, like, I will admit, I have read, you know, all of the entire things about all of the guns in this game. Like, you find out an unreasonable amount about, you know, Earth corporate politics from that.
Was that what
just
PlanetSide
nuts.
was? I hadn't heard of it before, Sir Cucumber.
No. Sorry, I just meant, like, you know, politics on the planet Earth in the Aliens universe. You know?
Oh, sorry. Sir Cucumber was saying there was a game called PlanetSide that was a combat or raids only MMO.
So
I hadn't heard of it.
I played a lot of PlanetSide. It was not. It was a 100 square kilometer war zone, and you could drive for kilometers and not run into any enemies.
Oh, I see.
Now, if you hopped on an APC or or someone drove a spawn point to the enemy base they were attacking, you could spawn directly into combat. But you had to know what you were doing, and in order to establish one of those things, someone had to, you know, bring an assault unit to a place and set it up and start it.
Mm-hmm.
So it was not that simple and straightforward. I played a considerable amount of PlanetSide. I really did like it, but it also came out in like 2003 and was definitely of its era.
Why? It makes me think. Was there a game called MAG that was like pre-Fortnite that was supposed to be like 50 versus 50 players or some crazy shit?
Yeah.
You might need to speak up. This name, what was that?
It was like 256 players, I think.
Oh, really?
Anything like that. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a PlayStation game, I think.
Didn't MAG
PS3
mean massive action game? Like it was.
Yes, it did.
Yes.
Exactly what it did.
Incredible. Oh, shit.
It was. I think that was that made by the people who did Killzone?
No, it wasn't. Might have been wasn't the SOCOM people either, was it, or was it?
I don't know. I didn't have a PlayStation in that generation.
I just remember hearing about it and being like, "Oh, that's interesting."
Yeah, I had a PlayStation 3, but I never played it.
Yeah, I thought MAG was PS2.
No, it's PS3.
Okay.
Pretty sure, yeah.
I'm bad with my PS generations.
It's okay. You're an Xbox man. You've got like trauma.
Yeah.
What are you supposed to? Xbox Series X 1. Original version.
Alright, I'm gonna heal myself.
I do hope they call the next Xbox the original Xbox.
Just keep locking out all the possible names for it.
Yeah, Xbox. What did it come out like? 2001, Xbox 201.
Yeah. All right. So if you guys want to go and check the synths for door codes, I will stay here.
There we are, sending you the door code.
The OG box, yeah. At this point, they need to just own it. They just need to do. They need to do that on purpose.
Oh yeah, I think they should do that with like special editions. You know, like do a special version that's got a custom paint job and a custom controller look. As a collaboration with either NWA or Wu-Tang Clan and call it the OG box.
Oh my god. Every time I've gotten a flash hider 3 times now.
It's so you can't get the same thing. So there are multiple different flash hiders.
I've gotten different kinds of flash hiders, yeah.
Yeah. You've gotten different kinds because there's
I got a boosted flash hider. I don't need to hide my flash is the problem.
Yeah.
Not yet. Maybe the next chapter will be all about hidden flash. Yeah. Wasn't the furry Sonic controllers enough?
I mean, I don't know. I really think a Wu-Tang controller would beat the furry Sonic controllers.
Shore party, we are down in Hangar Epsilon, standing by for pickup.
Because I mean, Wu-Tang ain't nothing to fuck with.
It's true.
Home stretch, Fireteam.
Oh, so we're safe.
Whoa, the That audio was like really clean compared to all the other voice acting. I guess it's because he's literally here with us, but
he's here with us. He's not over the radio.
Right. It was like really clean, and I don't think it was positional. I think they just wanted you to hear it. So I was like, whoa, like in the middle of my ears. I thought it was someone in Discord. Makes it pretty hard to see that acid blood. Yeah, I hope we get to see that Commodore 64 one. That sounds great.
That a company ship? What the fuck happened here?
Yeah, good question. Bunch of dead androids.
Yutani synths brought local animals up to replenish the hive. Then eggs back down for experiments.
What the fuck is the Weyland-Yutani, like, profit model? Like, I guess this isn't unique to... This is the only evil corporation that... Umbrella is another one, right? Like, all right, we're going to make a zombie apocalypse. That'll make our shareholders happy.
I think there's some intel around here. I'm not sure.
It's like real life, you know. You don't actually worry about the products you sell or anything. It's just, can you give investors a nice-looking chart?
Weyland-Yutani is just Theranos. They just accidentally made...
Yeah,
That's
I mean,
great.
very much so. All right.
There you go.
I have no link to Pryfly. I can't run the launch sequence by remote.
Third quarter target is to blood sacrifice 1 million people. It's great. Like, it's the kind of thing where it should be too silly, but it is depressing because it's so real.
Shore party, you'll prep the hangar.
It's this thing called social murder.
Found some intel.
Oh, where's the handout? Hey, thanks for the follow. Thank you. Yeah, I'm impressed at the amount of lore. Does that give you XP too, or are those just for lore?
Those are just lore.
That's cool.
All right, so this is another set piece battle where we defend here, but we also have to go to 3 locations and activate terminals. When we do, so the question is do you guys want me to do the running, or do you want to do the running?
No.
I'm not a runner.
Out here.
You should run. Seal the HVAC ducts. Man, once again, it's a short game.
All right. Here's the medic. Okay, so once you get like really close to max health, get out of the healing bubble.
Okay, so that you can still use your med packs.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah. So when you get to like 1450, get out.
I love little janky meta things in video games like that. Like, it makes sense what you're saying, that because you can't actually consume your med kit unless if we're not quite topped off.
Exactly. Yeah. All right, great. That's perfect.
Reload your gun so you can get an upgrade to get more ammo.
Yep. All right. Let's see. Oh, I need to pick up a med kit before I can use it on one of you.
Yeah, right, Akifall. No, see, xenomorphs are just their loss leader, right? Like, they really make money on fountain drinks, but people come to Weyland-Yutani for the alien murder.
It's just a flesh wound.
All right.
Just this.
All right. So now's the time to go and put out all of our consumables again.
All right.
Yeah.
And so useful thing, you can put guns on the top of railings.
Oh, that's nice. To make it harder for the aliens to destroy them?
It makes them harder for the aliens to destroy. It gives them good lines of sight.
Yeah. I keep wanting to jump.
Hey, check this. Sentry deployed.
All right. Let's see. I'll put the
Excuse me.
cryo grid here.
Mine is prepped.
So we just have to defend this.
This dropship. Yeah.
Okay, and you're gonna run and do the thing.
I'm gonna run and do the thing when the things come up, and also when we're done. Sorry, when it is time to fly, we will have to go to the back of the dropship.
Okay, thank you.
Back end of the hangar.
That's a good tip. I would have turned and walked directly into the gun there. I see.
Nope. Here, I will.
Yeah, I see it.
You go around back. You see where the.
There's a little pod back there. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. All right. So, yep. Although you do want to be up on this platform over here. This name.
I'm just using up all my mines.
Very good. All right. I didn't. Yep.
All the mines. Yeah, let's do it.
Ready?
Let's go. Okie dokie.
Alright, here we go. It's a big room. This'll take time.
Right on time. Here come the bugs.
Bugs. Some Starship Troopers. This is a nice military shorthand.
Also, I mean, if
They're kind of
Aliens was not a reference to Starship Troopers, I don't know what is.
Sure.
Although I mean more so to the books than because I think Alien the movie came out before Starship Troopers the movie. I'm fairly certain of that.
Oh, way before you. I'm sad that like nobody. I know the original Starship Troopers was not great, but Paul Verhoeven's like satire take on it is great, and it's too bad that nobody got it back when it came out. It's like, this is cheesy. It's like, yes, that's correct.
Yeah. Well, and it's like, but like, you know, and he was doing very much the same thing with RoboCop, and also nobody got that out of RoboCop at the time.
Exactly. Like, I don't know, like, the end of Starship Troopers when, like, Neil Patrick Harris is touching the alien queen, and he's like, "It's afraid!" and everybody cheers. It has fear!
So, the other thing about me being the runner is I have equipped a perk that means I do not get interrupted when I take damage when I am interacting with objects.
Ooh, that's nice. It's a very good perk. Okay, it helps me to understand that the warrior is the xenomorph from the movie. Okay. Everything else is a rat xenomorph. Got it. Alien's such a fucking awesome movie. Watched it again recently. I recommend it. It's so good.
It's so good.
Like, the effects in it are incredible. The makeup is really great. It looks so grimy.
Yeah.
The only thing that looks kind of dumb is the mother chamber where they talk to the computer. It's like Christmas lights room, but everything else is rad as hell.
We got multiple warriors.
Oh boy. That's new.
The next warrior's coming down the left side.
Thank you. So what's with the 2 bars on the warrior? There's like a top bar and then like a segmented bar?
Armor and health.
Okay.
Shore party, I need you up in Pry Flight.
All right, I'm running to Pry Fly. I have a magazine and a half with my pistol.
Godspeed.
Staff Sergeant, we're good to go.
Sorry. Sarcasm was invented in 1997.
Mount up, Fireteam, double time.
All right, get to the dropship. Don't care if you kill anything.
Get to the chopper.
Hangar clear, prep for burn. Shore party, get the civvy strapped in. And you tell him
Huzzah!
if he pukes
Perfect
in my
timing.
ship, he cleans it.
That's very cool.
Oh, perfect timing indeed.
Another flash hider. Aw, yeah. Yeah, this game's a lot of fun. Thanks for sharing it. I'd be interested if you want to keep this on your sub block. I think we should probably wait until you have 2 hours at a time, just to.
Yeah. Well,
assume
and
we're-
I think with 3 people and 2 hours at a time, we can probably do about a chapter a time.
Yeah, that seems right. It's about perfect for this. So. I like the progression system. The game feels really good to play. It has a lot of like subtle player feedback, which is my jam. That's how I get okay at games. But I'll probably log out there and sign out. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, thank you. And of course, to if anybody in the Discord wants to play some aliens with me,
Hit up Six Gun.
I am generally up for aliens.